So my teacher, she assigned this 4-page essay focusing on the community-based fight for social justice in hip hop in my Lit 120 emphasis on hip hop class. And then she said you could also possibly make a video if you don't want a 4-page essay. So then here I am. So to put this into context, the class is all literature, and we're looking at it through hip hop. So like Tupac, and Kendrick Lamar, and Run DMC, all the big names that you would hear throughout the years. So the topic for me today is that there has been a wound in masculinity and manhood, manship, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to explore that through the use of music, not just hip-hop, but I'm also using a country song, a metal song, and then a special secret bonus for you guys at the end. And then I'll recap and tie it all in to how this relates back to the roots of hip-hop in its community-based fight for social justice. So diving right in, the first song is How Could You Leave Us by NF. Now, because it's a literature class, I have to break it down and show you the things in the thing. So, I'm going to talk about some rhyme scheme along with these songs. So, as I look down to my notes, the rhyme scheme for the verse part, all the verses in the song, is going to be A, B, C, B. So if you know what that means, it means A rhymes with A, B rhymes with B, C rhymes with B. So it would be A, B, C, B. So B, C, B means it rhymes. I hope you understand what I'm saying. It's pretty simple. Yeah, so let's get into it. This is the lyrics to the song. Take a listen.
I got this picture in my room and it kills me, but I don't need a picture of my mom, I need the real thing. Now a relationship is something we won't ever have, but why do I feel like I lost something that I never had? You should have been there when I graduated, told me you love me and congratulations. Instead you left us at the window waiting. Where you at, mom? We're too young to understand. Where you at, huh? Yeah, I know them drugs that got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes, they got your mind captured. Some say it's fun to get the high, but I am not laughing. And what you don't realize and what you're not grasping, that I was nothing but a kid who couldn't understand it. I ain't gonna say that I forgive you, cause it hasn't happened. I thought that maybe I'd feel better as time passes. If you really cared for me, then where you at then?
Now, in the chorus part is mostly repetition, which creates this sense of meter, which is the stressed, unstressed syllables in what you're talking about. So if you say onomatopoeia 1,000 times, onomatopoeia, 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 you're gonna get this certain rhythm going, and it's gonna create this cool beat. And that's what he's doing in the chorus, just repeating these words. Slight differences with why and how.
Why would you leave us? Why would you leave us? How could you leave us? How could you leave us? Why would you leave us? Our last conversation, you and I sat in the living room, talking about my music, and I brought you something to listen to. You started crying, telling me this isn't you. A couple weeks later, guess you were singing a different tune. You took them pills for the last time, didn't you? They took you from us once, I guess they came back to finish you. Crying my eyes out in the studio is difficult. Music is the only place that I can go to speak to you. It took everything inside of me not to scream at your funeral. Sitting in my chair, that person talking was pitiful. I wish you were here, mama, but every time I picture you, all I feel is pain. I hate the way I remember you. They found you on the floor, I could tell you felt hollow. Gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. You gave everything you had, plus your life to them pill bottles. Don't know if you hear me or not, but if you're still watching, why?
So, what are these lyrics saying? Well, in the song, he's depicting how he grew up without his mom because she was taken away for drug abuse, and then how when he's finally able to have her back, she was taken away by the pills as she OD'd, and now he'll never have a mom. And this creates this sense of a wound in the spirit of him, and him being a man, it wounds his masculinity in a way that people usually don't talk about. So this creates a void within himself, like a open chest wound that he's just trying to pour out, but he doesn't really know how to deal with it other than expressing it through his music, which is one of the basic principles that hip-hop was established off of, to express yourself in a way that you didn't know how to before. Alright, so the next song is Solitary Man by Johnny Cash. Now, to break this one down, because it's Johnny Cash, the verses have a simple rhyme scheme. It's A, A, B, C, C. So the first two lines rhyme, the third one doesn't rhyme with anything at all. And then the third and fourth one rhyme together. So it's kind of like couplets broken up by little, that's a loud bird, broken up by one line that doesn't rhyme.
Melinda was mine till the time that I found her, holding Jim and loving him. Then Sue came along, loved me strong, that's what I thought, me and Sue, but that died too.
Cool. Now if you go into the chorus, it's, this bird is amazing. So if you go into the chorus, it's A, A, B, C, C, B, D, D. So it's doing those couplets again, but it's broken up by lines that don't rhyme. Sweet. This bird better go away.
Don't know that I will, but until I can find me a girl who'll stay and won't play games behind me, I'll be what I am, a solitary man, solitary man.
So this song is this freaking bird. Alright. So this song is talking about Johnny Cash presenting this character that has dated and gone around trying to hook up, do the things, but each time he's been cheated on, and it leaves this like trust issue that he has, this wound in trusting people. So he never trusts anybody, and as he says in his songs, he just won't do it until he could find a real solid person. So the next song I want to talk about is Gunslingers by Avenged Sevenfold. Now this is kind of a weird song to break down musically, because each verse is kind of also the chorus, because they end with the same lyrics, but the beginning of the chorus is different, so it would create the sense of being a verse, and it's just weird. But anyways, the basic rhyme scheme is AAB for this chorus verse thing. Very simple. Couplet that rhymes, one that doesn't, and then it just continues that pattern all throughout until you get to the bridge.
Yeah, you've been alone. I've been gone for far too long. But with all that we've been through, after all this time, I'm coming home to you. Never let it show the pain I've grown to know. 'Cause with all these things we do, It don't matter when I'm coming home to you. I reach towards the sky, I've said my goodbyes. My heart's always with you now. I won't question why so many have died. My prayers have made it through, yeah. 'Cause with all these things we do, it don't matter when I'm coming home to you.
The bridge is way more complicated. I'm calling it the bridge because it's not like the verses or the chorus thing that has been going on the entire song. It's A, B, A, A, B, A, B, C, A, D, D, A. So there is that entire long pattern was repeated throughout the bridge. If you find it, congratulations, you know what you're doing. Yeah. Alright, so breaking it down, the character in this song is been deployed or gone off to war or something. The music video is awesome. Go look at it. I'll probably leave links to all the videos down in the description. Yeah. Anyways, so this is talking about a soldier that has gone away to be deployed, and throughout the time he's watched his friends die that he's grown real attached to and loved. This whole band of brothers things, which is very real for them. Like they come back home and they're basically family. And during the time that he's deployed, he's reflecting on how he's longing for his loved ones back at home, back in the States, presumably if they're a United States soldier or Marine or sailor. And he looks back and he's just having this longing to be with them. So overall, it's about the death of his friends and the longing for his loved ones back home that creates this wound that is like more emptiness within the self. And as he says in the song, he just can't wait to come back home to them. Alright, so here's the super secret song thing that I picked for you. It's called Leaves from the Vine from the series Avatar: The Last Airbender. There is an airplane somewhere. They're coming to get me. And the song is about Uncle Iroh, this character. It's a very short song. It's more like a poem. And the rhyme scheme is A, B, C, B, D, B, D, B. And take a listen.
Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile, tiny shells drifting in the foam. Little soldier boy, come marching home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home.
So in this song, he loses his only son, which creates a massive wound in his soul, his self, and he's been looking for a way to heal it ever since. He has found a remedy in teaching his nephew, basically raising him as his own son, and he's found this as a way of redemption and as a way to try to ease his own pain into healing his wound. Now, by no means it doesn't heal it completely. The way I see it is that there's still a scar, but the wound is starting to heal. And it's very, if you've seen the series at all, it's amazing. If you haven't, go watch it, because it's amazing, and it's such a great story. But coming back from that tangent, yeah, he has actually found a way, unlike the other songs, where he has been able to somehow remedy this idea of a wound in himself. And relating that back to hip-hop, we've looked at songs like Dear Mama by Tupac, where he talks about how he didn't have a father figure or a male role model, and his mom tried to raise him to be a man, and how hard that is. And songs like Fear by Kendrick Lamar, where he's listing out all his fears of presumably being a man, part of being a man, part of being an adult, and as he's growing up, he discusses these things, questioning everything. And it's just I think it's a fantastic way to put your feelings out there and try to process what you're doing, but with a community around you that helps you with it. And that just leads back to what we stated earlier about the community-based fight for social justice. And one of the things that I wanted to talk about in this video in particular, just because I haven't seen anything like this, is talking about the wounds men carry and how that affects them. Sweet. So, because this is a lit class, I'm going to make a part 2 that's not affiliated. It's not for my lit class, so I won't be graded on it, which means I could do whatever I want. So there's going to be a part 2 where I talk about the manliest man in history, and I discover it through literature. I've gone to the ancient texts, and I found 5 examples on why he's the manliest man in the world ever, and I'm gonna explain how we can use this man as a role model for us to become men. And yeah, just look for that in the part 2. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell, because apparently I only post once every year. So do that, and I'll see you guys in the next video.